Obviously, happy to be back in front of the 12th man, back here at Davis. Good road series against a good Auburn team. I thought Emily Kennedy threw fantastic. Amari Harper was electric this weekend. Mac had some good hits. Griff came off the bench for us. I mean, we had a lot of different contributors to the games.
Just touching on Amari a little bit,
Yep.
I think she's going to be the SEC Co-Player of the Week. Just how have you seen her progress so far this season, and were you surprised at all by her performance this past weekend?
Yeah, Amari has been a starter for us. Obviously this year started off for us in right field, and then broke her finger or had some injuries, and just working her way back. So somebody that's been, I would say, like a steady role player in our program. Somebody that's can play a multitude of positions. We joked around with her and said, you're going to be the first Division I athlete to play every starting position. She's like, just stay away from pitching and catching, coach. I'm like, okay, well, I think we could do that. So just somebody that's a team player. And I was surprised about the little bit of juice this weekend. So apparently Auburn plays well to Amari's swing path. Yeah, she's been hitting the weight room. So thanks to our strength and conditioning coaches. But she's just somebody that I think is just very calm and just takes the game one pitch at a time, which has really proven to be successful for her. Yeah.
Each game kind of looked a little bit different. You were able to win in different ways on the road. Just how did you feel about that, and kind of, I guess, challenging your players to be able to go out and maybe when the offense isn't like it was on Saturday, being able to come away with wins?
Yeah, I thought Friday, we had some opportunities we didn't cash in on, but we kept ourselves in the game long enough for us to figure it out. I think Lefty wasn't. She's been better on Sunday. I told her maybe she needs to get sore or throw 150 pitches before she gets going. But I think we just keep like one pitch at a time. Like you can really see that within the team of just being like, okay, like let's win this inning. Okay, we didn't win this inning. Let's hold them. Let's come back at it this inning. So I thought that approach has been really good. I feel like the different parts of our lineup have also helped again, which that's going to be pivotal for us. Is it just can't be one part of our lineup that's helping us. Saturday, I would love for that offensiveness to come out every game, but it's a hard sport. So I just think that this weekend's going to be hard, and we've got to be ready to take it one pitch at a time.
You had an intense road series against Alabama
Yes.
last year. Obviously you know what they bring to the table. So just what are your takeaways from this past weekend? What maybe you feel like you did well, you want to continue, and then what you need to maybe improve upon ahead of this weekend?
Yeah, I think Alabama will bring a little bit more speed offensively, so that we'll have to keep that to a minimal. I think they have a team that has some pitching, right? So Jocelyn Brisky, Caitlin Riley, two names that have had some success this year. Jocelyn, I know her really well. I grew up, her sister played with my daughter. So, she is an Arizona kid, so know her really well. But she's in her sophomore year now, so she's getting better, right? She understands how to pitch a little bit more. So I think from an offensive standpoint, really sticking to our game plan, putting pressure on their defense. I think they can have a tendency to throw a ball around, so we are going to try to put some pressure on them, which I also think they're going to try to do to us, right, with their athleticism and speed. So I think our key is going to be able to play clean defense and then to minimize extra opportunities for them, meaning being really efficient in the circle with our pitch count. Yeah.
What do you think your players were able to learn from this week over Auburn, and how can they carry that into this series?
Yeah, I think learn from this past weekend. I think, again, the importance of our pitchers keeping us in the ball game and allowing our offense to go to work. I think that's huge. I think the other thing is, in each one of those games, we faced three different arms and three very different arms. And so the ability to make adjustments quickly is something that I feel like we've had to do all year, but something that has proven to help us win games when we are able to make those adjustments very quickly. So I think those are going to be the same thing with Alabama. I think you're going to see a multitude of pitchers. They have Aaliyah Johnson as well, who is a transfer in from LSU. She was there last year, but you know, she has some velo, but she also is, you know, what I would call a changeup kid. She throws a lot of changeups, so each batter is going to fit, you know, get a changeup, and so you're going to have the ability to be able to battle off all those different speeds.
Alabama's a brand. When you think of softball,
Yeah.
you think Alabama. I know, I would say your team's had a problem with this year, but is it this one of these weekends, maybe more than others, where it's all about the way you want your team to play?
Yeah, I think, you know, especially after the Florida series, right? I think it's important for us to go into this weekend with really worrying about us and who we are and how we win ball games, and not really worrying about who's on the other side of the dugout. So I think most of our home slate for conference play is going to be that approach, and it's going to be whether or not we can execute at a high level against those teams.
In such a tough conference, how important is it to get these wins at home?
Yeah, wins are just important, and we talked about that actually this weekend after we had won 2, is just the importance of, like, next day is and just as important as the last 2, because wins are at a premium in this conference, and there is no such thing as an easy schedule. There is no such thing as, oh, we have so and so this weekend. Every weekend is hard, and so anytime you have an opportunity to take W's, you take them. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.